well, that was a bloody awesome reboot. Let's go! And let's try and reach the nuclear throne during this update. You know what? I'm going to clear this floor and I'm going to turn it down. I didn't think, because the ambient sounds are only on 12%, but that's still quite loud. And I missed a load of radiation. That's bad. This is fine. It's fine. Get the ammo. But we're going to turn it down after this, and we're going to get into it because that was such a good reboot, and it does tie in to. Is that a gun? That's a gun. This worm just had a gun in it. Right. Give me this first. Laser pistol. I want it. I want the laser pistol. And give me the ammo. Is everybody dead? All right. He's up there. He's guarding it. Let's turn the volume down, and then we can get into the update. So, we're going to turn this down to like 8. Let's just turn it all down to like 5, 5, and 5. That should be better. Well, yeah, so that was a really good reboot, and it ties in to... Why is the bullet so loud? Is there an extra option for the bullet? Three. All right. Well, we'll just have to deal with the bullets being loud as fuck. I don't know why the bullets are loud as balls, but whatever. It's fine. So yeah, that was a bloody good reboot. It was absolutely fantastic, and I enjoyed it a lot. And it ties into something that I was planning on doing, and I've planned for a while from different people. And I've never really done, because this has been more of a gaming channel, but I've kind of been like, hey, you know, why don't I... What hit me? I just realised I have got 5 HP. Did a rad scorpion hit me? Well, it does tie into, like, something I was thinking about doing, but my channel's been, you know, kind of like for gaming, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's, I don't know about this, but then I'm like, well, you know, why not? People ask for it. I mean, they don't literally ask, but people ask all the time. Screwdriver, something about screwdriver. I haven't played Nuclear Throne in years. What is it about the screwdriver? I don't remember. I'm gonna take it. I think I remember. It's something to do with the junkyard. There's like a car that you hit, and that's what takes you to a secret level, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, people have asked for a long time, like, hey, what do you think of this show? What do you think of that show? And I've been like, yeah, it's alright. Why don't you talk about it on the channel? Because I've had people, this is way back in the day now, but I've had people like, you know, what did you think of Steven Universe? Why don't you watch Steven Universe? I watched it. It was good. Hey, why don't you watch Star vs. the Forces of Evil? I watched Star vs. the Forces of Evil. It was pretty good. I liked it, but I've never talked about them at all on screen. Some kills regenerate HP. Extra feet. Yeah, we want regenerating HP. Well, you know, I've watched them, but I've never talked about them on screen because I've never seen the need, really. But then, like, Ducktails Reboot came out, and everybody's like, oh my god, what do you think of the Ducktails Reboot? Oh my god, did you know that the Doctor Who that you really like, the 10th Doctor David Tennant, is voicing Scrooge McDuck? Hey, did you know that it makes a bad dragon joke? Yes, I'm not joking, David Tennant says the word. All right, I guess we're not going to. I guess we're not going to the throne on the daily. Okay. Well, it seems we're talking about TV shows. Let's play as Bill Cipher. There we go. But yeah, so people are like, hey, you know, the new Ducktails. It's done by the writers of Gravity Falls, which you really like. Did you know David Tennant, the Doctor that you really like and you think he's a really good actor, is playing Scrooge McDuck, and he does a really good job reprising that role because he is Scottish. Also, did you also know that he makes a lot of funny jokes that people will get, like Bad Dragon, haha, it's the Dragon Dildo Company, did you know? And yes, he does actually say Bad Dragon. Here is the section of him saying Bad Dragon while riding a bad dragon.
It'll take more than a a bruised spine to shake old Scrooge, a bad dragon.
It's funny, so a lot of people have asked about, you know, I wouldn't say reviewing or even reacting, because God no, we would not be reacting. I'd just be there staring dumbfounded for half an hour. I'd certainly do like analysis video, or I'm not going to say analysis, that makes me sound like that makes me sound like a professional. That makes me sound like I don't even know who does analysis anymore. That makes me sound like Silverquill or somebody, like, hey guys, we're going to properly analyze this video, where I'm probably more on the level of DWK, where it's like, okay, here is basically just a drunken rambling of what I think about the show, rather than an actual rather than actual proper in-depth analysis. So why don't you do that, Spyro? I'm like, so that's one thing that I'm potentially gonna do. I mean, I wanted to look at the rest of the level, but alright. But that's one thing that I'm potentially going to look at doing, in the form of actually looking at some of the... Ooh, it's a tough choice. But that's one thing I'm going to be doing, in the form of actually looking at some of the... He's right behind me! He's right behind me! Looking at TV shows like Rick and Morty and Scrooge McDuck and all the things that we love. There's a lot of enemies. Just shoot. Just keep shooting. He's right there. He's right. Just. Okay, we've got. Okay. There's a bad scorpion. All right, we're dead. We're dead. Oh, and retry and close the game. But yeah, so that's one thing that we want to be doing. Maybe Nuclear Throne wasn't the best idea to do an update video on. I was like, oh yeah, it's Nuclear Throne. I mean, it's not that hard. You know, there's a couple of bandits running around, and even though we haven't played it in like 3 years, it's like we never left. You watch me. First run back after like 3 years, I'll just make it to the Nuclear Throne, no trouble. And then I died to Big Bandit twice, which proves that I clearly don't know what I'm talking about, and there is big trouble. Like, real big trouble, especially because I took damage on a extremely basic enemy, but no problem. So the second thing that I wanted to do, and this is like something that's been going on off screen, because I've been doing a bit of art, and I just need to not take damage to maggots, but I've been doing a bit of art. And one was a BRB screen, something that I desperately need to add to my Twitch, but this is for a friend that wants a BRB screen. I'm like, hey, you know what, I'm doing a bit of art, which I'm going to put up on screen of my art in a moment, but I'm like, hey, you know what, I'm doing a bit of art, so why don't I just do you a BRB screen while I'm doing art? Because I mean, like, you know, it doesn't really matter to me. There is a giant rad scorpion up there. Come on, it's my first day back. Aiming for the throne. You can't be giving me like giant gold scorpions that throw a lot of stuff at me. But they did. And the other thing I wanted to do was something to do with Steam Greenlight, but Steam Greenlight's dead, because I've always had this idea about Steam Greenlight. Like Jim Sterling and Sid Alpha and many others that covered the worst games, they are quite entertaining to see the shit games. And I was like, I kind of want to do a Greenlight good stuff and a best of Steam Greenlight, where there are amazing games, and I'd like to promote those amazing games and get the smaller developers a lot more traffic. Because Hollow Knight, for example, one of the greatest games ever made, and is certainly on track for one of my games of the year. Team Cherry, nobody knows what Hollow Knight is. I mean, they know about it now, but back when it came out, nobody knew what Hollow Knight was, and I'm certainly planning on doing a Let's Play of Hollow Knight, and once Chameleon's finished, you bet your fucking ass I'm doing Hollow Knight. So yeah, I really talk up Hollow Knight. But by the time that it came time to do Greenlight good stuff and show off Hollow Knight on Greenlight good stuff, well, Greenlight's already dead. Greenlight's already got the execution, so there's no point. There was no point in starting a Greenlight series with the news that Greenlight was going to be put to death within the next 2 months. And then Steam announced Steam Direct, which I'm not going to cover because that's not really what I was thinking. But they also announced Steam Explorers, where people will be given certain perks, they'll go exploring, and you can show off the best and the worst games. So you can flag things for being the best with a green flag and the worst for being a red flag. And I was like, man, that's kind of a good idea. And considering you could get, you know, free games, like you can get review codes for some games, or some games you'll have a one use only, returns no questions asked, because it's you're an explorer, you get certain perks. I want to do the explorer thing so that we can all explore together. And now I've taken a drink, I'll start up a new run. So, quite a while back, my friend Raksha asked me to do a picture. It was a picture to do with like rubber, because they wanted to teach me how to shade. I can't shade. Like, if you look at my pictures, yeah, that's got no shading, that's got no shading, that's got no shading, that's got no shading. So they want me to do a picture with them, and you know, it's more of a Fur Affinity picture. Don't worry, it's safe for work, but it's gonna look a little bit weird. But if you're on this channel, then you're used to weird. So it was the rubber skunk herself and myself, also in rubber, like a like a biohazard suit. And this is the picture, and I think I did a pretty good job for the first ever time shading. You know, all you gotta do is make the edges a bit lighter. The glowy effect, holy shit, that was the first ever time I did that glowy effect. I think I did a pretty good job. And that's really where that kind of ended. But with the Steam Explorers, being that Jim has got the Steam Cleaner, I kind of felt like, oh, what if the joke is that Explorer Island, or whatever Steam decides to call Explorer Island, is just so full of asset flippers and toxic little shits? Because you know it will be. Like, you know, when we do the Explorer series, when we go exploring that island, you're only going to find a few gems. A lot of the natives are going to be shitbags. So it's like, oh, what if the island's so toxic that you can't even go to the island unless you've got proper protective equipment, like a Plague Doctor mask or a full biohazard suit? So I'm like, that's kind of like a fun idea. So rather than just having the normal review screen where it's like, hey, we're in the room with the desk, what if we have like the biohazard suit changed, of course? So this is now the changed version, rather than the joke with the inflatable breasts and stuff. It's like, let's take the idea and refine it down. So obviously the inflatable breasts, which were just a joke to say, hey, can you shade around very curved things? Because you can shade a straight line, but can you shade a curve? I don't know if I can shade a curve, Raksha. Let's see if I can shade a curve. Let's find out if I can shade a curve. Of course I could. I proved that shit. I'm the best at that shit. I'm not. I'm actually absolutely fucking terrible at shading. Don't ever ask me for a shaded picture, because it'll probably come out like trash. But I was like, alright, let's take the idea and change it up. So let's remove the diaper, obviously. Let's remove the big inflatable breast. Let's all have a nice little bit of a rework here and change it into this. So this is now me within the normal biohazard suit, my alter ego of IS30, which was gracefully named by a chat that I was in. They thought it was a good idea. So IS30 is like the alter ego. Let's start up another run while we're here. But IS30 is like my Steam Cleaner, the alter ego that will be exploring the toxic jungles and swamps of Steam Island. And he's gonna have like, and people, fucking hell, people that were getting into this idea in like the little rubber, oh god, the little biohazard group that I'm in on Discord. The little biohazard group were like constantly wanting. No, there was a canister. I didn't realize that was the last guy. Fuck. I think there was a screwdriver as well. But the biohazard group that I was in was really giving me some fantastic ideas, and I quite liked it. And maybe it'll play a part in the exploration to do with like different areas, like depending on the theme of the game. This was a terrible idea. This was an awful idea. That's a mutated thing, so we may have to run. So let's kill the maggot and pick up his stuff, and let's get ready to run from this thing. There we go. No problem. It was easy. But yeah, so someone give a great idea, like an absolutely fantastic idea, that the canister on IS-30's back, damn it, the canister on IS-30's back is changeable. So right now in the coloured picture there's green toxic waste flowing through it, but you could put other things in it and that would affect what gets shot out the filter. So for example, if you put liquid nitrogen in it, it'd glow bright blue. Like all of my spikes across the top of my head, the eyes and the gloves would all be bright blue, and I'd shoot ice out the filter. Or if you were to put, say, lava in it, all the spikes would glow bright red and the gloves would be red, and like I'd shoot fire out the filter. So it's like kind of whatever's in the tank is what can be shot out the filter, and it's like, that's kind of a cool idea. I like that idea. So that's where I've been over the past few days. I've been drawing a BRB screen, but I'm also, this is obviously unfinished, but I'm working on a reference sheet for IS-30 to basically become Steam Island Explorer whenever Steam Explorers rolls out, to start that series. But I need the reference sheet in place first, so I've constantly just been talking to the Biohazard group, like Queen Doomy, who I am drawing the BRB screen for, and a few of the other drones, because they kind of work like a hive mind in there. And they were saying like, oh well, you should, if it's going to be like a Biohazard drone, you should have a drone name like IS-30 rather than just Insane Spyro. I mean, Jim's not called Jim, he's called the Steam Cleaner, so you've got to come up with an alter ego name. And it's like, yeah, you're right. So there you go. And once Steam Explorers does roll out, I will be making a brand new Steam account called IS-30, and I'll be using like this icon. So I've already got the coloured icon cut out, and that's what the icon currently is on Discord, but I'll be using this icon for my IS-30 account, and that one will be the Explorer, and that's where all of the trash games will go, and some good games. But obviously if we find some gems, if we find some truly amazing games, then I will obviously buy them on the real Insane Spyro account and probably do Let's Plays of them and try and get all the achievements on them. But you know, if we find something like this, you know, yeah, we wouldn't be getting all, IS-30 wouldn't be getting all the achievements, because that's just like, that'd be complete and total torture. No fucking sorry, Bob. So let's get some. I didn't even need to get shotgun shells. But yeah, let's continue on, and I think I'll just do this one run, see if we can reach the nuclear throne, and that's where we'll end it, because we pretty much said that, hey, Big Bandit's out, let's see if we can not die to the very first boss again. He's right there, run up here. So we're going to get in this corner, give me that health, and we're going to like attack him from here. I'm stuck on the... Right, these guys need to go. These guys need to go. He's through the wall. He's through the wall. It's nowhere. Oh, good, there's a red scorpion down there. There's a red scorpion down there. This will be where we make our stand. So yeah, that's where I've been over the past couple of days. So, if you can't... So yeah, I'm going to... Where is he? Where is he? Oh! Oh! What a dick. What a dick. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so that's why I've been busy for the past couple of days. I've been drawing the reference sheet up, and that'll be coloured, so I can paste that in the public Discord whenever Explorers rolls out, or if anybody ever needs it. And I have been looking into potentially not analysing, but kind of analysing actual TV shows. So if you've got any TV shows that you'd like to recommend me, like Ducktails Reboot, which David Tennant was fucking amazing in it, then please feel free to do so. So yeah, let me also with Ducktails, just let me know if you want me to do Ducktails, because the Ducktails, like, it's the first episode, and the next lot of episodes aren't going to be out till October, I think, which are 2 months. So we got plenty of time to decide. So if you want Ducktails to be the first one, then definitely let me know on that, because we may be doing some TV shows, because I do watch a lot of TV shows, and a lot of people do ask me, what do you think of the new episode of Rick and Morty? What do you think of all these TV shows? So we're probably gonna, they won't be as frequent as gaming news, you know, let's plays, reviews, general gaming videos like this, any kind of gaming news like Dirty Devs, which I'm obviously going to change the name for because I don't want to rip off Sid Alpha. You ripped off everybody else, Spyro. Shush! But yeah, you know, all of the actual gaming news will still be. Gaming is still going to be the main part of this channel, but we may just slide in a couple of little TV shows here and there. Like, oh, once a week, hey, it's a new Ducktails episode. Well, here's your Ducktails episode for the week. Because, you know, once a week we might slide a bit of TV in there as well, depending on when TV shows air. So yeah, let me know what you think about all those updates down below. Are you excited for it? Is there anything else that you'd like to recommend? Anything else you'd like to see? Do let me know, and of course, if you did indeed enjoy my absolutely terrible failure of Nuclear Throne, do please feel free to leave a like. I don't think I should be playing Nuclear Throne anymore, I'm not good at it. And of course, if you don't want to miss out on any of that future content that I have just talked about, as well as the review of Sonic Mania going up later today, as well as any other content in the future, please do feel free to hit that subscribe button. And of course, there are links down below to my Deviant art if you actually want to see all of the other art that I draw, my Twitter if you want to see what I'm tweeting, the Discord if you want to come in and chat with everybody, and the Patreon if you'd like to support me further. But for now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you in the Sonic Mania review, which will be later tonight, because I've just got to put that together, because I've already got all the lines already recorded.